And now, do you think that's because of the severity of the bite? Is it the assumption that a bigger dog, this type of breed, would be having be doing more damage? Why do you think that is?
No, there's a lot of reasons for it. There's so many fear versus fact issues with this. So many. For one, with the locking jaw. A dog is a dog. A pit bull type dog does not have a locking jaw. I can't believe how many people still believe that to this day. This incredible bite force that they talk about. What they're talking about is a bite force that a crocodile will have, and they're attributing this to a 60-pound dog. It's just not realistic.
Did you guys get that? Did you get what Sean just said? Please write it down. All of our disciples, listeners, supporters, my obedience class students, the dogs don't have a locking jaw. It's a myth.
Some of the other myths are that they will turn on their owners without warning. I read a statistic that says that there's never been a socialized family pit bull a turn on their family, and that was the United States. So, there's millions and millions of these dogs down there. Another one of the myths is that they will attack without warning, just like any other dog. There's signals for any dog that's going to attack. So that's just a few. There's so many myths abounding that we can't even get into all of them.
Well, give us a few more myths now that you're on a roll, Sean.
Well, Lynn, would you like to? Because I feel like I'm...
Okay. One of the other myths is that basically pit bull type dogs are ticking time bombs. I haven't really seen that. I've seen quite a few of them on the street with my dog, and I've never seen that. The other one is that their skull, same as Dobermans, which were misportrayed as well in the 1970s, that their skull would not support their brain matter, the gray part of their brain matter, and that they would just go crazy. That also is a misconception.
How absolutely ridiculous that one is, though, right? I mean, come on.
Definitely.
We don't want to say pit bulls, but pit bull type dogs have assessed exceptionally well on temperament tests. They test a lot better than a lot of the family dogs that you think would, are the safe dogs. Again, we don't want to point at any other breeds whatsoever because we believe in owner responsibility. Pit bulls are good dogs, or pit bull type dogs are good dogs. You have to do, just like with any other dog, you have to socialize, exercise. It's pretty common sense.
That's right. Everything I said earlier, exercise, socialize, proper love, proper care, because people can influence the outcome of their dog's temperament. And so often people are under the impression that the temperament of their dog is strictly genetics, when in fact we can influence much more of the dog's temperament, disposition, and behavior environmentally as to what we do or what we don't do with the dogs.
Well, think about the Michael Vick situation. So he got busted with fighting dogs, as you probably all know. So out of the 48 dogs that were seized, 47 of those dogs were deemed to be salvageable as, 27 of them as pets, 20 that went to sanctuaries. One dog out of all those dogs was put down, and that was a dog that had been bred incredibly. So, you show these dogs a bit of love. A lot of those dogs, too, went on to become good canine citizens and service dogs. So, they show an incredible resilience to, they went through hellish abuse. They were forced to fight, and even after all that, the first while they were, exceptionally scared of people, and then, like I said, now they're loving family dogs. So it really is a testament to what the breed really is all about.
Sean, I kind of skipped over a little bit of this, some of my notes I've got in front of me. I've kind of skipped over it at the beginning of the program. You decided to start the organization when? How long has the organization been up and going, the Stop Canine Profiling?
Well, we've been going for a couple years. It wasn't really myself. There was a bunch of us that had enough of, the liberal propaganda against our dogs. So we got together, it was about 2 years ago. A couple of the other organizations have been going a little bit longer. The DLCC has been around since, I believe, 2004. The same as the Pity Co-op. So yeah, just a bunch of us, going to the rallies, trying to have this law repealed. We just decided, we could go at it at a different angle than some of the other organizations. The DLCC goes at it one way. We try to get the media opinion changed for our breed.
Now, is there anyone that you want to say hello to or acknowledge now that we're on the radio together live?
There's so many people. Debbie Black, Leanne O'Reilly, Kathy Prothero, oh my gosh, Kelly Turnbull, Eva. Lori Gray, yeah. There's,
yeah, there's a lot of people that are helping you and part of this. And I just want to say to our listeners right about now, if you're just tuning in, I'm Dave McMahon. I'm the host of the Dog Talk radio show. And we're here with members from StopCanineProfiling.com. We'll be here till 1:30. And they're educating us all about the breed-specific profiling and everything that we need to know.
I should probably mention too, my girlfriend Kelly Beach, she works hand in hand with me too, so I want to make sure I don't get in trouble when I get home. So yeah, Kelly, we have a lot of members, Natalie, Nico, we have a lot of members that really put in a lot of effort. Jason Brody, our vice president.
You got all these people listening today. Have you turned them all on?
I sure hope they're listening. You know, we really try to get it out there that we'd be here today, and you know, we got to thank you again, Dave. This is a great opportunity. It's only been in the past year or two that we've actually been able to get positive press. Even 2 years ago, when you tried to speak to anybody about this topic, you know, they absolutely didn't want to hear it. When we were at Woodstock last summer trying to educate people, they're like, how did they slip this law past us? You know, to me, I can't understand, because it's, you know, it's been a way of life for us for so long, but people are still unaware of what DOLA and the breed-specific portion of that law, you know, how it affects everybody in Ontario.
Now, can we talk about the expanding list of the government's dangerous breed of dog list and what that might include?
Well, in Ontario, you know, they classify pit bull or substantially similar. So there's the pit bull terrier, American Staffordshire Terrier,
American Staffordshire Bull Terrier,
and the American Pit Bull Terrier. So what they've done is, in any breed or any dog, sorry, that's substantially similar. So what they've done is they can't prove there's such a dog as a pit bull, so they've basically covered any dog that is muscular, short-haired, and a squarish head. It should be noted too that any of those pure breeds on that list, there's probably less than 1,000 of those dogs in Ontario, and we know for a fact that, you know, they're killing all these dogs and they're not pit bulls. So
there's a lot of innocent, good-tempered dogs being euthanized, is what you're saying.